Hi YouTubers, curious people, and law school perspectives. I am back. I have not been doing videos for a while, mainly because during the semester I don't do as many videos. I try to do them during my break, so that means I am on Christmas break. I got 3 weeks for Christmas break. I just finished finals today's Monday, so last Monday was my last final. And I have really just been relaxing, kind of doing things that I didn't get to do. I literally had to make a list of simple things that I needed to do that I just didn't have the time to do, like fold clothes, clean my house, clean the bathrooms, take something to the cleaners, like just simple things that you don't have time to do when you stay by yourself. So I'm doing a couple of videos today just to catch everybody up because I have a few tidbits here and there for some classes that I took during the semester. So I'm just going to jump right in. And also I have had quite a few subscribers in between starting and now, and just in between this break, and people watching my videos and leaving comments. And I really, really want to stress, I don't say like, comment, subscribe, just because you don't have to. I'm not here really for anything, but to give people that want to hear what I have to say or might take some of my information in. So I do seriously appreciate people that do subscribe and like and comment, because it just gives me confirmation that somebody's getting something and I'm not just talking to a screen. And also that I'm helping, like the reason why I started doing this, that I'm helping somebody that might not have the access to hear it from somebody they know, because I didn't know people like that in law school. I didn't have family members that I can come to. So this is really just to help other people. So I hope that I am helping you watching, and I hope that once you start your journey, you can help somebody else in need. So thank you for subscribing and caring about what I have to say and wanting to know when my next video is going to come out and keep track of that kind of stuff. Thank you for the comments. They're really, really nice comments. I appreciate them. And keep them coming. Okay, so fall 2013 is, I know, a year ago. But I just want to highlight, because I never really said anything about it, I took property, civil procedure, and constitution law that semester. So just a tidbit that, I really got from that semester. I fell behind in property. Property sucks. It's very difficult. So make sure when you are in property and you are in the rules against perpetuities and stuff like that, pay attention. And if you haven't paid attention, that's okay, but don't wait until midterm or, around that time to catch up. It's really difficult to do that, especially in property. So I don't know if I've said this before, but Cali, CALI.org, your school might have it. You just didn't know it. A lot of my classmates don't realize Cali is useful, and they don't realize that Cali is paid for. So you can just sign up and get an account. Cali has lessons. Now, please understand that you need to pay attention and know what your professor says, because at the end of the day, your professor taught a certain type of way, said certain things, called something a certain term, whereas Cali might say something else or call it a different term, or give you a different understanding. I use Cali as extra quiz lessons for me to understand something, because in law school you can't like Google or go to Chegg or something where you can get like quizzes and like quiz yourself or try to get questions asked to make sure that you understand. Cali does that. It gives you a lesson and then it asks you questions to make sure you understand it. So make sure you check out Cali.org, because it is super duper helpful. I did that with property. So fall 2013 was difficult for me. It was 9 hours. It was my third semester in law school. Constitution law was boring, but I think it's a bar course. So, and civil procedure you have to take. That's civil procedure 1. So the last tidbit I'm going to give about fall 2013 is for those of you who are law students, or for those of you who will be law students, remember this important message. When I took the exam for civil procedure, I didn't have enough time, and I guess I didn't space my time, or I forgot that the question was back there. But the last question, I literally wrote 1 sentence. So I think it was about 20 or 30 points that the last question was. I just want to let you know that I passed and made it out alive. So please understand, don't freak out. It's very frustrating because I kind of did that. I mean, I didn't do it again, but there was something like that frustrated me on this exam that I just took this semester. But I know that it's easier said than done, but I just don't want anybody to be really freaking out about about an exam. If you miss a question and it's like 20 or 30 points, there's hope, is basically what I'm trying to say. So, just to let you know, I did that too. So spring 2014, now this was the first semester after as a part-time student, after the first 3 semesters, your first year and then another semester. After that, you can start to take 11 hours, not 9, in my school anyway. So during that was the first semester I could take the maximum for part-time students, which is 11 hours. Then you take 12 and you're at full-time. But I took Civil Procedure 2, Legal Professions, which is basically ethics for lawyers, trademark and unfair competition, and I took jury instructions and trial process. So Civil Procedure 2, that was required. Legal Professions, you want to get this out of the way as soon as possible. I don't know how your school what they call it, professional lawyer, professional responsibility, whatever it is. Get it out of the way, because you want to do it I would say, you want to do it in the spring because you just finished Legal Professions, and then follow up by taking the MPRE, which is the Professional Responsibility Exam or whatever. It's a multi-state Professional Responsibility Exam. So basically ethics. Now I know some people will tell you, oh, if you got common sense, I barely studied, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not just common sense. And people that say that make other people feel bad for not doing well, even though it's not as hard as the bar. It's a part of the bar, and you want to get it out of the way. It's not difficult, but I will tell you, I had professional legal professions, and my professor didn't cover, like, for example, there's a issue about what judges can do. Can they still have a firm? Can they work? Can they retire from being a judge and then go back to a firm? Can you sell your practice and then open up a new practice, but the same kind that you once had in the same area? That kind of stuff wasn't covered. And I understand everything isn't going to get covered in class, but I'm just saying that pay attention in that class, because it's not just the class you need to know about. It's for the part of the bar, the multi-state professional responsibility exam that you need to take. And there might be some things that's not covered. So one thing I want to tell you is, if I am with Barbary, I think I've said that before. So I am doing the Barbary prep as a 1L. I signed up for it because it locks in your rate. Know that. And I think they might have told me if I wanted to change, Themis or Kaplan or whatever will accept the deposit or something like that from Barbary. Anyway, it was like $250 as a 1L, and you can pay on it along the way. You want to do that? Don't forget about that, because Barbary is like $3,000. And if you wait until the last semester to pay $3,000, you're going to be like, what the heck? Where am I going to get that kind of money? But it's kind of your fault, because you should have been paying on it. Okay, so for the practice exam, I had my class it ended in, May. And then I had in August. So that gives you, if you're taking summer classes like I did, from May to July, to take your summer classes. Then you study, and then you take the MPRE in August. And that way, nothing else is going on at that time. The MPRE is given a couple other times a semester. I think in November, in, I don't know, like February, August, that it might be 3 or 4. But all I know is the other times it was during a semester. Well, I don't want to be studying for my classes and the MPRE. So that's why I took legal professions in the spring and did the MPRE in August, right before classes started. I watched the MPRE 3-hour exam. That really helped. I'm going to be honest with you. I did some practice exams with a student, a classmate, but I didn't go back and really read and check up like I should have. The night before, I watched the 3-hour MPRE course over that, and that's it. And I passed, so I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm just saying I'm being as honest as possible and telling you what I did. Jury instructions that semester I took, that was an interesting class. Take as many professional skills as you can while also making sure you stay on track and take the rest of the stuff that you have to take, like seminars. But professional skills to me seems to be like they're more hands-on courses. And I feel like when you walk out of law school and you don't even know what a voir dire is, or people say that different ways, but it's VOIRDIRE. Look it up. Jury instructions, you don't know how to do that. Like, that might be a little bit sad. And I think maybe the law program should be formulated to maybe doing 2 years of theory and 1 year of practice. Kind of like doctors have to do clinicals and nurses have to do, that kind of stuff. I think we should have a year as a student, even as part-time students, where we do more hands-on. I mean, even if it's a night part-time hands-on class kind of thing, it needs to be more of that because, before I took some of these classes, I couldn't even tell you the first step of how to file something and where to go. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I think you should take hands-on classes because they give you that experience as much as possible without talking about theories like this law case talked about this and how do you think the Supreme Court thought about it? That kind of stuff. That's helpful, but that's not the holistic view. That's not the full view of what you need to come out as a lawyer. I'm done with that rant. Trademark and unfair competition, it was interesting. I really liked the professor, but nothing really difficult to say about it. I will say that I should have paid more attention in that class, and because I didn't pay as much, I had to read a 300-page book during finals. It was like Understanding Trademark, and basically I read that book to kind of study for the test, like relearn or teach myself some things throughout class that we talked about because I missed a few things. Try not to do that because that's not fun when all you have to do is look at your outline and instead you're looking at a 300-page book. That wasn't fun. Anyway, so that is my fall 2013, spring 2014 year. The next video will be the summer 2014. I'll tell you what classes I did. And fall 2014, what classes I just finished and I'm glad to be done with. All right, thanks for watching. And I hope you got something helpful out of that. It seemed a bit fast, but I'm going on 15 minutes here. So see ya.